Guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So, update here on Nvidia, ticker NVDA. We start with the weekly chart, guys, and yeah, it looks a little bit that we have to take care. Maybe here something like a top is already in, or at least a top is building up, and that could be the beginning of an accumulation here for Nvidia. So I show you here now the updated chart analysis, and of course everything what I say here is not financial advice. I give you here my opinion based on the technicals, based on the chart. Yeah, guys, overall Nvidia is in a super strong uptrend with a bullish breakout. So we have here a massive rip. You can see October 2022 we traded here at $10. Now the price is $137. Congrats to everybody who has here the very nice 10x move. And of course we know that we had here also a split, so you have a very green number in your portfolio right now if you bought in here before 2023. The question is it now a good time to buy, or is this just FOMO? I would be very careful, guys. I show you here some signals in the chart which show us already some weakness here in the price action. For now, when we just focus here first, before I enable my drawings here, when we just focus here on what happens in the weekly chart, we have here a strong support on the EMA lines here. The white and the yellow EMA line are supporting the price. Usually here this purple EMA line is the strongest EMA line here in the chart, which means as soon as you touch this line, you find a strong support when the price is trading above that. When you trade below it, that means that it's a very strong resistance. We can see that we had here just one time a touch point here in 2021. Then we had here the market squeeze was, of course, from 2020 to 2021. We had a super bull market, but you can see when we start to trade below that purple line here, we had 1, 2, 3 retests here, final squeeze reaction. Then we traded here below the line, and that was the beginning of the sell-off of the bear market here for Nvidia. That was April 2022, and the bottom was in, as I said, in October. Yeah, and that's where we are, guys. So we're trading here far above that, which would mean, just based on this EMA line here in the weekly chart, of course, that would mean Nvidia has right now a very strong support, or at a retest level of $114. So when I show you now my drawings here, then we can check that and recheck that. And I also think that for now the strongest support, or let's call it not a support, this is where I think the market makers start to sell off their positions, is here at $125. In my opinion, based on what I see here for Nvidia, $125 is something like a resistance. Of course, we can just continue to go higher. Yes, we have the support at $115 right now, but this yellow box here, guys, marks the, in my opinion, make it or break it price action for Nvidia between $125 and $115. Why do I think that? Sorry for the scrolling here. Because when we now enable here our indicators, especially here the RSI, then we can see that we have here a very bearish momentum on the RSI. The price is just going up. We had this spike here. This peak was in when the price was trading here at $97, and since then the price is going up and the RSI is just going down. I really don't like that, guys. The volume is also getting lower and lower. Of course, this is also here maybe in alignment here with the split, but I just don't like the price action here of the weekly RSI, guys. This is a so-called bearish divergence. Yeah, we can see that the RSI is already losing strength. Yeah, the RSI is going down, but the price for Nvidia is still going up. When we measure here the complete price action, yeah, we just start to build here higher highs, and this is what I don't like, guys. This is normally one signal that sooner or later we could see here the spike or the peak in, and then a correction will be incoming. Yeah, this is very possible. Yeah, what I usually do here on my channel is to talk about short squeeze stocks. Nvidia has a nice pump, of course. It's not a classic short squeeze stocks, because when I talk about short squeeze stocks, I want that the price squeeze up 100% or more in just some few days. And I have a lot of short squeeze stocks here in my pocket, guys. This is one of my missions here, not only to educate you in trading, I also try to predict short squeezes here. And when I post here, for example, my swing trades alerts or swing trade alerts on Patreon, we have here one example where I made this post on Patreon, then immediately here in the same aftermarket or pre-market session here, this ticker squeezed 187%. I also have my so-called hot stocks available right now. I upload these tickers here or these videos every Sunday, and when you see those hot stocks videos here, that means those tickers which I present here have very high squeeze potential, and I personally expect them to squeeze in the very few next days. You can see some here of my member feedbacks where my members made 370%, 350%, 300% just with a single trade. There's of course no guarantee, but if you want to see here my hidden short squeeze stocks, guys, and of course get access to a lot of member content which I provide here, then I can invite you to check out the full package membership on Patreon. This is the most popular membership which I have, where also most of the people joining in almost every day. We are growing and growing and growing, guys. Yeah, this is very incredible how fast we are growing here. And if you also want to become a part of this community, you can click the info icon here in the corner to get access to the Patreon member link. Yeah, guys, here in the daily chart it's even more visible. I can correct that a little bit. We can see that we have here also in the daily chart a bearish divergence building up for Nvidia. I honestly don't like that, guys. Yeah, we have to see a decision here, and I mean, when we see this kind of price action, we almost have been traded here unstoppable. Yeah, unstoppable here, and we left this trend channel pattern. This was more or less in control of the price. I will switch off for you the indicators for a second, guys, that you can just focus here on this trend channel pattern, which is active here since 2019. And we squeezed out of this trend channel pattern. Of course, that shows a lot of strength for the stock, yeah, a lot of attention also by the media. But in a bear market, guys, we are still trading here in a super bullish market. In a bear market, that could mean that we come back down and we have to retest here this trend channel pattern in the next days or months or weeks, guys. Yeah, that depends on the market. In my opinion, yeah, I give you my honest opinion. I also released a video on the S&P 500. You can check that out as well. I think the bull market is still active, guys, and we could see some more squeezes here in the next weeks and months. But I think by the latest mid-end of this year, let's say in the third quarter this year, guys, I think we should see the beginning of a bear market, which also could last here for 10 months. So that means we have here still some bullish momentum in the market. I don't see a bear market yet, but keep that in mind. Also, when we see the chart, guys, I'm not bearish on Nvidia, don't get me wrong, but you know, that is just not smart to buy in here at the peak. And then you have a red number in your portfolio for the next months or even years, depending on how long this bear market is lasting, guys. So keep that in mind. This is just my opinion, not financial advice. We have here still a potential support at $115. If we should fall below $115 and don't come back very, very strong with a strong reaction in the following week, when we just focus on here in the weekly chart, that could mean, guys, that Nvidia starts to correct here again below $100. We had here already one shakeout candle. You can see that here in August. We came back very strong here. We covered very well from that. But as I said, keep that in mind. The indicators are not lying. And when we go below this price level here, this is of course a moving average, so that will also go higher. That could mean we see here a potential sell-off incoming. And we also have here a lot of open gaps in the daily chart, which I absolutely don't like. Gap ups here, all these orange fields have to be closed sooner or later. I know nobody wants to imagine that Nvidia comes down to $23. This is not what I'm talking about, but we have this trend channel pattern. We respected this trend channel pattern in the past, and sooner or later, as soon as the bear market is kicking in, Nvidia could correct here to $80, $60 or even lower, guys. This is technically possible. Yeah, for now it's still bullish, but my personal opinion, to summarize that up, I would not buy Nvidia here at these high price ranges. I always try to think like a market maker. They always try to buy the dip, and that's why you can see when we dipped here at the bottom of this trend channel, that was the momentum where the market maker stepped in. There was some support at this time here at $11, and they took it, and that's when Nvidia also started here to lift off, guys. Yeah, if you want to copy here the price levels, guys, there are not that much price levels in this chart, but $125 to $115 is the support zone right now. Then if we break this support, guys, $86 here, you can see how we had here a technical reaction at $90, but I think $86 to $75 are the next price goals to the downside here. And if you want to copy here the price levels, this is everything based on TradingView, what you see here. If you want to learn trading, guys, and if you want to understand how the algos and the market makers work, I can highly recommend that program. It works pretty well if you know how to use it. I show a lot of content here on my channel, and I can offer you here a $15 discount link for TradingView on the premium tier. If you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to this Patreon discount link, and I recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. My dear friends, that was the update for Nvidia. I hope you liked that video. Thank you for your time, and I wish you a great weekend and all the best, and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles gut und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye guys.